Started, so I'm gonna start it like I started.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
My time. How's everyone? Great win. Young men were resilient. They never gave up. They never surrendered. The coaches were still inspired. I mean, all the way to the end, they were still calling and devising things. And once we scored, we was already thinking, okay, we want to defer if we win because we want to put their defense out first, our defense out first. But they wanted to toss, and it went from there. I don't like how it played out, but I love the results. I think we're so much better than what we're showing you at times. We keep showing you glimpses of running game. We show you glimpses of us playing hard-nosed, tough football defensively. We show you we could throw the ball all around, and then we just stall for a series of two and surrender something foolishly. But I'm pleased. I'm thankful. One step closer to getting Miss Peggy to a bowl game, so I'm really proud of that. I want to apologize to the opposition, the way we stormed the field, and I didn't get an opportunity to go and shake the head coach's hand, but I did try to go over to the locker room and waited out until he came out, but I don't think they got the word to him because that's not professional. I wanted to shake his hand and acknowledge, but I don't like what transpired at the end of the game, but I love what transpired at the end of the game. We have a fan base that's phenomenal. We have some young kids on this campus that loves and breathes CU football, and I'm thankful. I mean, I walk the campus every day, and they give us so much love and respect and honor. And Travis is here. He played a phenomenal role as usual, and he didn't want to come up by himself, so he's on my shoulders right now. So I'll turn it over to Travis so he could go get out of here and get home to his baby.
Questions for Travis? Thank you. Go ahead.
Hi, Coach. Nikki Edwards. Good. How are you? Nikki Edwards, CU Sports Report. When you saw LaJohntay Wester come down with the ball and force the overtime, I knew Travis.
No. You good?
We're starting with questions for Travis so he can get out.
No, I'm good.
All right, we'll go.
Yeah, I'm good.
Rewind. So, game-sealing forced fumble, Travis. What did you see on that play, and how did you go about making such a definitive and game-winning play?
Just coach trusts me a lot. Defensive coordinator, he trusts me a lot to go get the ball. I mean, Shedeur told me to go out there and get the ball once we scored. So I told him, I got you. And I kept my word. I mean, I knew I had to tackle. You could see me putting in my mouthpiece late on the play. So I was already ready. I knew they was coming at me. They don't think I could tackle, so I had to show them.
Yeah. Brian, go ahead.
Hey, Travis. Brian Howell from the Boulder Daily Camera. For you as a player, were there range of emotions? Because it looked like pretty desperate there at the end. Was there a range of emotions, or was there always that we got this thing up until the end?
Of course you're going to have some emotions in a close game like that. You could tell I wanted the ball more in my hands because I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out there and shine and make a play for my team. But, hey, the coach stuck to the plan. He did what he had to do to come out with a win, and he put me in the right position to help the team. So.
Okay, let's start. Raise hands. Nikki, go ahead. Get started.
Hi, Shedeur. Nikki Edwards, CU Sports Report. You had 2 seconds on the clock. You had one thing you needed to do, and you did exactly that. What did you see on that play, and where was LaJohntay Wester at the right place at the right time?
Definitely. We knew I told the running back, I said, hey, look, do this with everything you got, bro. Seriously, I told him, I said, come on, bro. Do everything you got to do. So I knew we was getting a lot of pressure, so I was like, okay, cool, we're going to roll right here. So let's go ahead and roll. We put Travis backside. He going to get all the attention. Then LaJohntay just going to be there outside, one-on-one. They not going to think we're going to throw him the ball because he's like a shorter guy probably in that situation. So then I rolled left. Everybody went in the middle of the end zone, and I just trusted God. I just threw it up to God, and God answered the prayer for sure.
Shedeur. Brian Howell from the Daily Camera. Just what are your emotions after a game like this where it just seemed like it was desperate there at the end, then you guys end up pulling this out and guys make plays there in the end? Not only that play you're just talking about, but in overtime and Travis's play and things like that.
Just a relief, honestly. because I know personally I didn't play nowhere close to my best game at all. I know offensively we didn't play nowhere close to the best game that we could have at all. So, and we was talking the whole game, like, something going to have to happen. When Amarion got in and made that play, we needed somebody, you know. We needed somebody to make a play and do something special. So that was, I say, was the message during the game, because offensively we wasn't just clicking. I was missing reads. And it's just like, you got to understand, I can't have a game like that again.
Tyler King with the Denver Gazette. Just curious what your perspective was on the final play that Travis made. Were you just assuming you were going to get to go back on the field? I mean, they're at the 1 yard line. What were your perspective, and what did you see if you were watching at all?
I know exactly what y'all was seeing. I said the same thing. I was like, okay, we've been here before. We got experience, you know, at home, overtime. And then what's crazy is I said, hey, I said early in the day, I was like, hey, come on, bro, let's win. Let's do it fast so we ain't got to go to overtime. So happens we went to overtime. But that was the truth. Like, I really did say that earlier. But, yeah, it was just Travis. He told me before he went on the field, he was like, I'm going to get a pick here. And I said, bro, make sure, bro. Make sure, bro. Make sure y'all do everything y'all can. And then he made a play, which was amazing. But that's stuff Travis does. So a couple weeks ago, you said, like, when was Travis' best game? Like, Travis has a lot of, like, great stuff in him. It's just in those key moments and in those key situations, that's when he brings it out.
Adam.
Hi, Shedeur. Adam Wester, Tiger 24/7 Sports. You mentioned it wasn't a perfect performance. Knowing that you guys can still play better football and still get a win today, what does that kind of do for you guys going forward?
Well, it makes us take a deep dive of reality, knowing we can't afford to do that type of stuff again. And we definitely, getting punished, I'll say tomorrow. We're getting punished tomorrow for all the mistakes, I would say, for all the penalties, just for missed throws, missed everything, missed reads. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in here to the Truth Serum. Joey the Truth Wagner with you, and it is a party at Boulder. Thank you so much for watching the post-game interviews and post-game press conferences for Deion Sanders, Shedeur Sanders, Travis Hunter, and the Buffaloes, as this game was insane. Make sure to click that like button, subscribe to the channel. The Buffaloes of Colorado overcome a 14-point deficit at home against the Baylor Bears. They come back, they tie it on the Hail Mary throw from Shedeur Sanders to LaJohntay Webster as time expired to tie the game at 31. Send this game to overtime. The play prior to the game-tying touchdown, there was a great opportunity for Will Shepherd to catch the touchdown and tie the game, but he dropped it. But that didn't stop the Buffaloes. They got it to overtime in an OT. Their tailback, Micah Welsh, ran it in for the go-ahead touchdown. And then at the very end on the last play of the game, that decided it all. The man who does it all for Colorado, Travis Hunter, offense, defense, it doesn't matter. He made the winning play on defense. Baylor was about to run in for a game-tying touchdown to tie it up in OT, and Travis Hunter hit the ball carrier and knocked the ball out before he crossed the plane. Ball went out of the end zone, touchback, game over. So Travis Hunter on defense, saving the game for Colorado. LaJohntay Webster doing the same on offense for the Buffaloes. And everybody, I know there's a ton of opinions on Deion Sanders, Shedeur, in this Colorado program. There is a ton of opinions on both sides. You either love them or you hate them, and there's no in between. And even if you're on the side that hates Deion and hates Shedeur, even you can't deny this about the Colorado quarterback. He is a baller. He gets crushed. He keeps getting back up, and he fights on each and every single play. The Colorado offensive line, they are awful, and they were awful again tonight. He was standing in there in the pocket, delivering strike after strike after strike when his team needed it, even though he was getting hit constantly. Was sacked 8 times. Shedeur, 8 times he was sacked. Coach Prime can recruit skill players, but he gotta get better at recruiting those O-linemen, or his son's gonna get killed before he makes it to the NFL. But anywho, even with all of that, Shedeur Sanders finishing 25 of 41, 341 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He also rushed for a touchdown, also had a couple of key first downs on quarterback sneaks. He let it all out tonight, and it came out with a win for Colorado. They win 38-31. Travis Hunter, another great game receiving. He finished with 7 receptions, 130 yards, in addition to everything that he did on defense, saving the game. The Colorado defense was gashed all night long by the Baylor run game. 165 yards rushing for Baylor. They still couldn't beat him. Still couldn't beat him. But everybody, next up on the schedule for the Colorado Buffaloes, they travel to Central Florida, UCF, next Saturday. The time of the game has not been announced, but it will be on Saturday. Final score here from Boulder. The Buffaloes storm the field. They win their Big 12 opener in conference play 38-31 in overtime over the Baylor Bears. And everybody, make sure to, like I said, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much for watching the post-game press conferences tonight for Prime and Shedeur, as well as our reaction here in the Truth Serum.